Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, brothers and sisters, as promised, we want to introduce you now, inshallah, to a very special young boy. His name is Yusuf. We've come all the way to Luton because we had a message on Facebook from a family saying that our 7-year-old son, he's a massive fan of Deen Riders. He's going to be going in for major surgery, subhanAllah, like a complete like transplant. And he's such a brave little boy. And you know, alhamdulillah, we were asked initially just to come, actually not even to come, we were asked just to make dua. And the brothers and Deen Riders, they said there's no way on this earth that we are going to just be sending our dua to this young beloved boy. So they said, can we go and visit him? And that's exactly what we've done. We've ridden all the way down from London to come here, and brothers have come, they brought gifts, they brought smiles, and the dua is now the key thing, brothers and sisters. What we want to do is we're going to introduce you first to some of the family, and then we're going to have brother Salim. He's going to make a dua for this young brother. Now, when we're making the dua, as you know, brothers and sisters, the most important thing is that if you can all say Ameen, and sincerely, because remember, as a young child, you know, all of us, we want the best for our children, right? And his father has told us that he's going to be in hospital for anything from 4 weeks to 12 months, right? But the surgery is going to carry on 10 days of intense chemotherapy. Then after that, it's going to be more and more surgery, and then we'll be going towards a transplant. He's going to go for a lot, so I want you to see if we can come and meet him now. And as I said, I want your messages. Type your messages. All the messages, we'll try and read them out, and they'll be for Yusuf as well, I hope, and especially your dua, inshallah. So let's go and take a look, see if we can see him. So we're going to go through all the bikes and stuff, inshallah, and we've got the family waiting. So hopefully, I know you're used to all the bikes already, so I don't need to introduce you to them again. But mashallah, Salim's bike, we haven't seen it for a long time. It's back again, as shiny as ever, mashallah. We've got the brothers in the background. So here's a family here, mashallah. Where's Yusuf now? Mashallah, assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. We are live on Facebook, and we know that you're a big fan of Deen Riders and Facebook. You are such a brave young man because you're going to be going to hospital, and we want you to give some really good messages to everyone who's watching now. What would you like to say to them now, Yusuf?
Yeah.
Say thank you, everyone, and say...
I can't do it.
You can't do it.
What did you think of your presents, Yusuf? You had some motorbikes and stuff like that. Do you like them?
Yeah.
Yeah? MashaAllah. But you still got... This must be your favourite present because you're still holding this one.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
He's a bit shy at the moment.
No problem. Just a little bit about Yusuf's situation, bro.
His mum would be better than me at that.
You gave us a little bit of an outline before, so it's like...
Yeah, so Yusuf's got a rare blood disorder called Fanconi anemia. It comes with a whole lot of physical abnormalities, but the major issue is his bone marrow is failing. Basically, it will stop producing blood cells, and eventually that will affect his organs, and everything will start slowly shutting down one by one. So at the moment, his prognosis isn't too great, so he needs a transplant. Unfortunately, we did have a campaign for a year or so, but we've not been able to find a match. But the doctors they're going to use a slightly different technique. They're also going to use me as to donate stem cells to give it a bit of a boost. So inshallah, hopefully he'll go in on Tuesday. He'll have chemo. He'll have his transfusion. It can take months before you know whether it's starting to work or not. So hopefully it'll give him a chance to inshallah live a longer life than what's expected.
Unfortunately, you were saying that when he's in hospital, no one will actually be able to see him, visit him.
Yeah, he's going to be, because he'll have no immune system at all, so he's not going to be able to fight any infections. He's basically going to be in full isolation, only me and his mum, and I'll have my sister as a backup if anything happens to us if we fall ill, because if we fall ill, we're not allowed to see our son. Yeah, so even if we have a cold, even a slight cold, we have to stay away from the hospital because in essence it can kill him. So that's why we've got one other person, which is my sister, as a backup. But yeah, it's going to be tough for him. He's not going to be able to see his little sister, who's over there.
Yeah, let's look at her, mashallah.
Yeah,
she loves the bikes.
Yeah, she's so that's going to be tough for him. He's not going to be able to see his grandma, his cousins, friends, so inshallah, we're just asking for everyone to pray for him. and then he gets through this quickly as possible, so he can come home and to everyone that loves him.
So, what's it been like? Obviously, it's quite it's challenging, but how have you found it? Obviously, from raising him from a baby till now, and what have the challenges been?
The challenges are he needs looking after 24/7. From the moment he was born without an esophagus. He's got learning development delays. He's tube fed. He's been tube fed from the moment he was born. So, you always need to. Hey, Papa. You always need someone to look after him. So me and his mum, we've done the best we can. Obviously, you don't get as much rest as you would normally do, but for your kids, you'll do whatever you can, and alhamdulillah, Allah's given us the energy to keep going. So and because of our faith, we get our strength from that. Without that, I don't know if we'd be able to sort of manage the way we have.
I'll make it easy for you. Let's Mum, we have a quick word of Mum, inshallah. So obviously you got like a son today. You got what's baby's name again?
Eva Noor,
MashaAllah. So I heard that she takes over the family. This one. Yeah?
Yes, I think Eva's the boss. Is Eva the boss, Yusuf? He's a boss, and she bosses Yusuf about, which we thought would never happen.
You butt me right here.
Oh,
you
no.
butt me.
Teaching is not good to bite. Yes, I mean Eva is so special to Yusuf. He used to get really, not having siblings, he used to get really bored, especially when he's in isolation, when he was poorly, because he had no immune system. He couldn't be out and about a lot. He was always at home, so he was always really bored. I mean, there's so much a grown-up can do with a child, and so much satisfaction you can get from that. But Eva, I mean, having Eva, even if he's at home and unable to go to school and stuff, he really enjoys just being with his sister, and they kind of makes him so happy, and it's just really nice to see that.
Look at me.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Well, we came today not just for the gifts and not just for the smiles. I think the most important thing is the dua, right? The prayers, inshallah. And the good thing about Facebook is that we can get as many people to get involved with dua, to say Ameen, to even type some messages up, and hopefully it will continue. Even when the video gets watched over and over again, the dua will continue, and I think that's very, very special. So I want to hand over now to Salim, who will make some nice dua for us, inshallah. And come over, bro, inshallah. JazaakAllahu Khair. Just hold it back there, yeah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد أشرف المرسلين. First of all, I just want to thank this family to invite the riders to come and see that child who is ill. May Allah give him inshallah shiffa. And I'm going to ask, I love to do the dua in Arabic because the Arabic is the language of the Jannah. But before I say it in Arabic, I will say, we ask Allah subhanahu wa azza wa jal, the God of Ibrahim, Nuh, Hawa, Musa, Isa alayhi salatu salam, to give the shifa to our young son Yusuf inshallah. يا رب العرش العظيم اللهم اشفي هذا الصبي واللهم اشفي أبناء المسلمين أجمعين في كل مكان، في سوريا وفي العراق وفي ليبيا وفي أفغانستان وفي بنغلاديش وفي بوما وفي أي مكان فيه صبي مسلم أو ليس بمسلم، أن ترزقه الشفاء إن شاء الله. اللهم ارزق الصبر لأبويه إن شاء الله. اللهم إن شاء الله Allah will give a patience and a lot of patience for the parents of Yusuf, and give a lot of patience inshallah for all the parents that are suffering, and their kids that are not well in Syria, in Iraq, in Libya, all over the world. Alhamdulillah, Yusuf, he is here, which Allah subhanahu wa azza wa jal, he give this gift to this young kid and his parents. He's going to hospital, and may Allah give him a very speed recovery inshallah. Make sure you make dua as well for the brothers and sisters all over the world who haven't got this opportunity. There is no doctors for them, there is no medicine for them, and there is no mothers and parents to hug them and give them a hug, or the riders to come and visit them. Day and night they've been bombarded, fortunately. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give all the kids of this world, Muslims or non-Muslims, to give them a quick recovery, inshallah, and a very, very speedy recovery. And may Allah give the patience to all the parents that are suffering and they're watching their kids going through that. And this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to thank Allah. We come to Allah, and to Allah we go back. So may Allah give us patience for whatever we're doing, inshallah, and may Allah give us a lot of barakah for this visit to this brothers and sisters, inshallah, and may Allah be with them, inshallah. And I will say to all the riders, thank you very much for making this effort and turning up and giving support to this family. And don't forget to make a dua every single time you're praying to all the Muslims and the kids, the children of the world, all that are suffering. JazaakAllahu Khairan.
JazaakAllahu Khair. That's beautiful. So I don't know if any other brothers wants to come and do their own dua. If you want to, you're welcome to come along. If you don't, it's fine, inshallah. But I want to also ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He will bestow His blessings and His mercy on young Yusuf and his family, Ameen, to grant him shiffa and to make him a proud member of his family, and for his family to be proud of him. Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. So brothers, any last words before we leave you, because obviously Yusuf wants to open all these presents up.
No.
I just want to say that
Okay,
so I just want to say that as parents we are blessed to have Yusuf, and I think Yusuf has taught us lots of lessons about this dunya, that are what really matters, and as parents we are very grateful to Allah for that. And also we also know that although we hope that Yusuf will live a very long life and be with us for a very long time, we also know that whatever decision that Allah makes for Yusuf or for our family is always the best decision, as he is the best story writer, and there is no tragedy in the stories that Allah writes. So we're very, very, alhamdulillah, very blessed. We feel very happy that we have Yusuf and Eva, and I'm very happy that we have the people around us that are supporting us, like yourselves, like Yusuf's school, like his teachers, like his family. As we know, there are children in worse situations that haven't maybe got family or a medical team to support them. So even within hardship, there's always 1,000 more blessings, and we really, really do appreciate that and understand that. And we also really understand the power of people's dua. We understand how it can make a difference. We've experienced it in the past where it gives us strength. Allah may listen to your dua and decide to answer it, and therefore support us and help us and give us the strength of maybe 1,000 angels when in a certain situation where we might feel really weak. So I just like to say to everyone, we really appreciate your dua. It means a lot to us, and please not only make dua for us but all the other everyone else who's going through any form of hardship in this dunya. And thank you so much for making your way and going out of your way today to come and visit us.
Beautiful, Sister JazaakAllahu
Thank you.
Fantastic. Was you going to say something, bro?
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
No, that was amazing.
Yusuf, do you want to say something? Say thank you to everybody.
Say thank you to Dean
Or
Riders.
say Calabang. Or say what you love about.
Okay.
What you love.
JazaakAllahu Khair Sister. I think that's amazing, subhanAllah. The brothers are smiling, everyone's happy. Everyone remembers that a smile is sadaqah. So, obviously that's all we need to do. We can smile for Yusuf, we can make dua for Yusuf. Every time this video gets played, everyone can make dua for Yusuf, and alhamdulillah, the best of the duas is ones that hopefully will come back on ourselves as well, when the angels will say Ameen and unto you as well. So what more could you ask for? We can just keep doing the dua, brothers and sisters, inshallah. And alhamdulillah, we're gonna make a move now, I think, because
you guys go have some snacks and drinks before you.
I think that would be too much of an imposition on you if we all start bundling into the house.
No,
Because our bikes got to come in as well, You're not leaving our bikes outside.
It's alright. I've got my nieces there. They'll protect them.
You can have my bike anyway. That one's MashaAllah. But anyway, I don't know. I might write back on this one. But it's like, okay, we'll have some snacks and stuff, inshallah. But brothers and sisters, please don't forget the reason for this video is for dua. So make sure you do, every time you watch it, make dua. Share the video as well. And the more you share it, the more dua and the more barakah that comes back onto you as well. So what more can I say? Take care. Speak to you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.